Aw, man. I was hoping to do some soda can ASMR, but it didn't pick up. I had it right next to the mic, too. I mean, it picks up when I set the can on the desk. I don't know why it didn't pick up the snap and the pop, the... You know what? Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway. Baja Blast. Legitimately, Baja Blast is like the only Mountain Dew I can tolerate. Honest Gillionaire? That's fucking awesome. Dude, some of these player names are so fucking awesome. Why am I here? Oh, right, because we got news from, Ulda. General Raoban says they may have uncovered the Sultana's whereabouts, and he wants you, by which I mean both of you, to go to the Waking Sands right away and help with the investigation. Come, Yuna. Pressing though Ishgard's plight may be, our presence here will not serve to hasten the Manic Cutter's completion. Okay. Tataru, have our friends at the congregation send a message to Ostinian. Tell him we have identified a solution to our problem, but that will take some time to prepare. As you wish. Oh, come on. There we go. Sometimes when I hit the auto move forward button, it just doesn't. It just doesn't.
Thank you for coming.
No thanks are necessary, General. I trust your recuperation continues apace.
Oh, God. I hit. What I hit? A,
I cannot
not B.
complain. Thanks to Higiri and her ministrations, I've regained much of the strength I lost during my imprisonment.
I gather you have made progress in the search for Her Grace.
Aye, some good fortune at last. A few days past, Dulala informed us that a sizable shipment of alchemical supplies had been delivered to the palace.
With Papa Shan's assistance, I set out to ascertain the source and nature of the shipment. My inquiries led me to Frondale's frontistery. There, I learned that an order had been placed for a curious substance designed to sustain patients trapped in death-like slumber. An invention of the former head alchemist, apparently.
A death-like slumber? This cannot be a coincidence.
It lends some weight to Dulala's claims, aye. Her Grace is likely somewhere within the palace, abed but alive.
Before making any attempt to extricate the Sultana, however, it seemed prudent to learn what manner of substance was used to induce her torpor. To that end, I made inquiries as to the whereabouts of the one most like to have administered it. The lady-in-waiting, Muriel. We sent for you as soon as we learned of her location. All that remains is to apprehend the woman.
Okay.
We shall find our cat's paw in the Silver Bazaar. But we must tread carefully. The market is not the bustling place it once was, and someone is sure to mark our coming. Should they inform the monetarists, we'll have a fight on our hands. We must be prepared for the worst, and being short an arm, I thought it wise to take another in its stead. What say you, Warrior of Light? Will you lend me yours?
I mean, I don't think my arm would quite fit, because they're not quite as bulky as yours, so it would look weird.
Then I pity the bastard that stands in our way. Come, my friend, for Nanamo and for Uldar!
Our target is Muriel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting, a woman of Midlander heritage. Quietly rejoined the dwindling population of the Silver Bazaar, questioning the market's residents. Oh, come on. Nope. Man, it feels so nice to fucking fly. Oh, oh. There we go. Alright, she's here. Left the city for good, she says. Barely leaves her house, though. It's the one closest to the market entrance. Okay, well, I don't see why I need the other two now. Greetings, Hina. What can I do for the Silver Bazaar's favorite adventurer? Looking for Mariel, you say? If you're hoping to lure her back to Ul'dah, you may as well give up now. The girl's done with city life. Do I know of any returning residents? Gods, don't tell me they're starting to come back. My masters will not be pleased to hear this. Okay. You said that the house closest to the market entrance. But I mean, there's not really houses close to the market entrance. There's not really houses, period.
You are Mariel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting?
I know no one of that name. Pray excuse me. General Alden!
We will have the truth from you, girl.
Mayhap it would be better coming from me.
Lonorito, you'd best talk fast.
As you know, Teleji Adeleji's Cartano reclamation bill was no more than a facade. A means to get his grubby little hands on that Allagan monstrosity Omega. When he learned of Nanamo's intention to abdicate, however, he was forced to amend his plans. Suddenly, assassination seemed the most promising way to further his ambitions. I am told Teleji had discovered a maid in whose veins ran the blood of House Thorn. A new, more pliable puppet to sit the throne. 'Twould have caused an uproar, of course, but few could have contested her claim. 'Twas plain that Teleji's wild machinations had outgrown our ability to control them. So I decided to usurp his scheme and left the fool to seal his own demise.
And what of Nanamo?
Oh, I have no desire to harm her grace. 'Twould profit me little to destabilize our government. Thus did I employ young Mariel here to administer a potent sleeping potion in place of a poison. You should know, General, that your dear friend Ilberd was fully aware of my plan. I had him lie about the assassination as a means to prime your rage against Teleji. We weren't entirely sure how you would react, but things went rather better than expected.
You conniving little worm! You had your claws in the Crystal Braves before their first recruit had sworn to serve!
But of course, when a new game begins, 'tis only prudent to have a piece on the board. Ilberd was mine.
This little shit.
Truth be told, a significant proportion of the Braves' initial endowment was also mine. With such large sums moving about, 'twas a rather trifling matter to disguise my own contribution. Ah, Ilberd. I secured his services with a promise to support his cause once my authority had been solidified. I swear, the man thinks of naught but prizing Alamigo from the grasp of the Empire. Unlike you, General, the poor fellow seems quite unable to forsake the land of his forefathers. Mayhap that's why he called you a traitor to your people and a disgrace to your homeland, amongst other things. What was it he always compared you to? Oh, yes, an overgrown lapdog begging for scraps at the Sultana's table. Oh, how we laughed. Alas, Ilberd's entertaining little outbursts eventually gave way to wearisome tirades, and the zealous brute became rather unruly. I had no wish to see you executed, you understand, but he would not take no for an answer. Rest assured, his employment with me has long since ended. Which brings us neatly to the present. What say you, General? Both you and the Sultana are alive. We have one corpse and one fugitive, and preparations have been made to restore your good name. Shall we cry quits and start again with a blank ledger?
The hells we will! Do you honestly expect me to forgive and forget? After all you've done? You're guilty of high treason!
Stay your blade, Master Alden. You yourself are not innocent. Or have you forgotten your own crime in executing Teleji Adeleji without trial? Though you acted out of loyalty to the Sultana, such deeds are in violation of both the word and spirit of the law. If you would, Lord Lolorito?
This potion will wake the Sultana from her slumber. Consider it a gesture of conciliation. You will find her grace resting comfortably within her private chambers. Should you doubt my word, I shall willingly accompany you to the palace as your hostage.
like not your motives, Lolorito. But you saved the Sultana's life, and for that, you have my gratitude.
Rauban Aldin, you are hereby reinstated as General of the Immortal Flames. The citizens of Ul'dah shall once more be united under Nanamo Ul'Namo, and together we shall usher in a new
back.
age of
Itchy.
prosperity.
By the 12. I feared Lord Lolorito's arrival would herald another bloodbath. Little did I suspect that he, of all people, would gift us the means to rouse the Sultana. Shall we also make our way to Ul'dah? I should imagine Bartholomew has been instructed to admit us. And we are just kinda all over with this expansion. Miss Worldwide. Did I disconnect? It said, welcome to the chat room again. Wait, not this way. No. Their hope stream's doing fine. I don't necessarily check myself. I just don't have anyone to give feedback. You know, honestly, what I wouldn't give for.
I was having the longest dream.
What I wouldn't give for, like, a coma fucking level of sleep.
Tis time to wake up, Your Grace. Another day begins in Thanalan, and the sun blazes bright upon the sands. Her Grace is awoken. The palace physician assures me she is none the worse for her slumber.
Yay.
I believe Her Grace will soon resume her plans to place the government of Uldar into the hands of its citizens. Whatever path she chooses to take, I shall walk it with her. And we shall tread slowly, lest the nation be unsettled in our wake.
Her Grace's compassion is a shining beacon to us all. But what our city truly thrives upon is competition. 'Tis in the struggle against our rivals that opportunities are seized and fortunes made. And with the Empire on the offensive once more, now would hardly seem the time to turn our system of government upon its head.
Are you privy to new intelligence, my lord?
I would hardly call it new. Remind me, what was the name of that enormous Imperial warship which met its end in Mordona? Oh, wait, I have it. The Agrias. Yes, well, 'twould appear that the Garleans have been hard at work on another such vessel.
How close are they to completing this ship? Is it operational?
Its maiden flight was a success, I hear. I should imagine Emperor Varys is eager to see how it performs in battle. My lords and ladies, I move that it is time to repair the damage caused by Teleji Adeleji and prepare our great nation to repel the Empire once more.
"'Tis well that the Sultana has awoken. The Syndicate yet needs to put its house in order, but 'twould seem the worst of the confusion has passed. Uldar has taken control of its future, and I must do the same. I have decided to disband the Crystal Braves.
I don't know if you're necessarily in charge to do that, but
Among the recruits, there were those who supported our order's goals and convictions with all sincerity. 'Tis my hope that these loyal men and women will choose to remain our allies in the battles to come. As for those who sided with the traitor, Ilberd, they shall be hunted down and held to account for their crimes. It is my earnest hope that they will surrender themselves peaceably when the time comes, though I think it unlikely. Ah, my all-conquering Crystal Braves. The model army meant to pave the way for a single unified grand company of Eorzea. That so high an ideal should be brought so low. I need not tell you how deeply the betrayal stung me. Yet I see now that it was mine own naivety and pride which allowed the braves to fall prey to corruption. As ever, it is to your own shining example that I turn for inspiration. Like you, I mean to stand firm in the face of hardship and give mine all for the cause.
Thought I heard something behind me, but
Let us resume the search for our missing comrades, that we might come together to shine the light of dawn across the realm once more. The role of Crystal Brave Commander suited me ill, and I shall play it no longer. Henceforth, I shall be no more or less than Alphino, proud member of the Scions.
okay. I blush to speak thus of mine inner turmoil. But the fact remains, there is no woman alive in whom I would rather confide. Were it not for your shining example, I might never have emerged from beneath the pall of my despair. Ah, thanks, little bro. Still no word from Master Garlon. I hope this mana cutter of theirs is nearing completion. I am assured that her grace will make a full recovery. I, and Ulda too, shall flourish once more. General Raubon and his colleagues have matters well in hand, I believe. Lady Yugiri, a question, if I may. I believe your people have been keeping a close watch on the Crystal Braves. Might you know how things stand at the Rising Stones? Ah, yes, of course. You will be pleased to know that the 3rd Unit Braves abandoned Revenant's Toll when they learned of Captain Ilbert's defeat. The only blue uniforms to be seen there now are those worn by soldiers loyal to you, Master Alphinaud. To me? I see. I am grateful to hear that at least some of our members were true to their oaths. Ere we return to Ishgard, I must go to the Rising Stones and thank these stalwarts for their service. Shall be my final act as Crystal Brave Commander. Will you join me, Yuna? You were there at the company's inception. 'Tis only fitting that you be present at its end. And I would appreciate the support. Yeah, of course. Commander, you're alive. And Yuna, too. I knew you'd scrape through. My splendid Crystal Braves, I have wronged you. All of you. My promises of glory and salvation have brought you naught but blood and betrayal. Bah, you'll not hear us complaining. 'Twas a sight messier than expected, aye, but we was still fighting for the freedom of all, just like we swore. Ain't that right, mates? Aye. I don't know why, but the way I said I reminded me of being in 10 where the group was talking about a a place called Makalania Temple, but Titus calls it Macarena Temple, and Waka corrects him. It's like, uh, it's Makalania Temple. I, as you know, a reference to the song. I do have 10 on the wheel, right? Do I? That's enough of that, Commander. We know what you've a mind to say, and we ain't having none of it. We've talked it over, see? And we're all agreed. You can take our uniforms and strip us of our ranks. But we won't be no less of a company. The Crystal Braves. The Crystal Braves may be finished, but the ideals upon which the company was founded live on. They bind us to each other, and to you. Commander. Alpha now. Our minds are made up, so you may as well get used to it. Let us help the Scions. Let us help you find Minfilia and the others. I do have 10 on the wheel. I just keep fucking rolling the same game. What I need to do I don't know. I need to figure out a way to stop rolling the same games. Okay, trial spin. Great, awesome. On my trial spin, I rolled 1 through 6, which is where I would spin the second wheel to determine which of the pixel games I would play. Would start. And I got 4. Cool. Very awesome. Not rigged at all. Fucking rat bastard of a wheel. Hey, excuse me. I had thought my tears spent. My grandfather used to say that one can measure a man by the constancy of his comrades. Mayhap I am the exception, but which proves the rule. Nay, do not protest. I know that I am not worthy of their loyalty, Yuna. Shut up. But as Thaliak is my witness, I shall do everything in my power to earn it. I must speak of future plans with the remaining Braves. Any information we uncover on the missing Scions will need to be shared with our allies across the realm. Specifically Urianger and the Waking Sands, and Tataru and Ishgar. While we are organizing our various channels of communication, I would ask that you call upon Master Garlon at the manufactory. Okay. Yeah, my foot's asleep. Yuna, how in the Seven Hills do you do it? I was just about to send for you. We have but this moment completed the Mana Cutter's first successful test flight. A few minor adjustments and she'll be ready to go. While we see to the finishing touches, you might want to pay a visit to Fortune Manor. A dragoon by the name of Estinian was looking for you. Yes, let me in. Hi. You have fulfilled your obligations to the old Onston. Mistress Tataru has been keeping me apprised of the situation. Once I learned that these mana cutters of Master Garlands were nearing completion, I saw no reason to tarry in the mists. For the present, Needhogg seems content to remain in the Eyrie, plotting his revenge. Might not this be an apt moment to unfold our plans to Sir Emmerich? I think we have kept him in the dark long enough. I was about to say, probably not, but like our plans for peaceful talking are out the window, which, by the way, where the fuck is what's her face?
All stands ready, Lord Commander.
The moment has come then.
Pray excuse my lateness. I paid a brief visit to the workshop to inquire about the Mana Cutters. The engineers assure me that they're ready.
The area is now but a short flight away. Yet what a long and winding path we took to reach this point. Were it not for Master Alphino's proposal, we never would have attempted to parley with the dragons. Though our negotiations yielded little, our expedition with Lady Isard taught us much.
You took an unimaginable risk. I could scarce believe the tale Estinian told.
Aye. 'Tis true that many of our countrymen would sooner die than join hands with the heretic's mistress. But 'twas through that most unlikely of alliances that we came to speak with Hraesvelgr.
A conversation that went rather poorly, as I recall.
In this instance, the journey was more important than the destination. Had we not slain Nidhogg's consort, Tiaman,
and put the Great Worm on his guard, the Dravanians would have arrived at Ishgard's walls long ago.
Aye, that they would. Full grateful am I for every hour of respite your actions have afforded us. Thanks to you, our defenses are much improved. 'Tis but a pity they won't be enough.
Thus you believe an assault upon the area represents the city's best chance of survival. Is that not so, Estinian?
I am under no illusions. Nidhogg's might is legendary. But with his eye in my possession, I can stifle his strength at the source. Victory will be hard won, even so. And I shall be glad indeed to have the Warrior of Light at my side.
You shall have my blade as well. There are more of these mana cutters to be had, yes?
Are there?
Lord Commander, no!
How can I, a proud knight of Ishgard, stand by and do naught while an outsider risks life and limb for our homeland? I swore an oath to protect this city.
Pray leave the slaying of dragons to dragoons, Sir Knight. Your duty to command the city's defense is no less vital. Should we fail, and Nidhogg slip through our grasp, who then will hold the walls against him? Will you leave Ishgard in the hands of the Holy Sea's zealots?
There are others.
Who but you has the authority and the standing to orchestrate a city-wide defense? I do not, and neither does the Warrior of Light. That is why it is our place to fight, and yours to remain here, Lord Commander. What? You too, Master Alphino? By the Fury! You have shown some promise, but this adversary is far beyond your skills.
Your candor is appreciated, Sir Dragoon. I shall remain then and cheer you from afar.
Well, my friend, would seem I have discouraged the last of the volunteers, and claimed the task as ours alone. But if any alive can best this worm, 'tis surely we too.
Yeah. I've pricked Master Alphinode's pride, I fear. But had I been less forceful, the boy would have insisted on accompanying us to the Eyrie. Do not think me blind to his talent. With a few more campaigns under his belt, I have no doubt that Alphinode would make a fine field commander. But one does not practice on an adversary such as Nidhogg. We shall be hard-pressed enough without the added worry of carrying a novice. You know, old friend, the cutters are ready when you are. The finer adjustments cost us a few sleepless nights, but we got there in the end. Which means you can get where you need to go. I tell you, these little beauties will tear through that wind barrier like a cermet drill through cottage cheese. And that, my friends, is a Garland Ironworks guarantee. You have our thanks. Come, warrior of light. The dread worm awaits. What? Who am I? You. wonder why that was still an active radius. Nothing? Man, okay. I hate that stance automatically goes away. But I am glad that, you know, I have the opportunity to practice tank role, because it has been a pain to adjust to.
Your guard is down.
Oh, come on. Yippee. Wait, did I... Okay, I did get it. Had to check the log. I don't think this is... Oh, it is. Okay, well, I don't think. Oh, nope. Oh, God. Oh. Okay. Okay. So, Gunbreaker, in particular, is clicking with me. Because I at least have, you know, a multi-target combo. Which multi-target attacks are apparently, you know, what helps raise enmity and aggro. You know, I had been complaining about tank because I got the Cloud Strife here. The Cloud Strife Glamour. And I was told, oh, you know, that shit would look awesome on, you know, Dark Knight. Because they have big sword, like Cloud. Maybe it's just Dark Knight that sucks.
Know your folly.
Maybe it's just Dark Knight that sucks. Maybe I suck at Dark Knight. Then again, I am playing with NPCs and not actual players. That could definitely be a factor. Well, where the fuck? Huh? Where the what? Where do I go from here? So that's where we... This is where we came from. Oh. I am not smart. Oh, Lord. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, I was trying to do Dark Knight, you know, for the Cloud cosplay. Which, by the way, I had a Dark Knight sword, a Dark Knight sword called Lockhart. Couldn't equip it, but I put it as a glam. So, you know, just had to rep my favorite Final Fantasy VII ship. But yeah, no, it could have just been, you know, I'm not used to tank rolls. It could also be that Dark Knight just sucks. Early level Dark Knight.
Your guard is down. Know your folly.
Oh, oh shit. Shit. Okay, definitely good practice for tank. Especially since there were, you know, several spots with multiple hordes of enemies. But I also just realized I didn't capitalize the second. I just realized I didn't capitalize the second I in the title until I, lowercase I, learned to tank better. It's fine. It's whatever. I only just realized, but eh.
No worm! This ends here! You gifted my people 1,000 years of suffering. Now I gift you an eternity in darkness.
So now that you're done with, do you think you can penetrate better than something penetrate me? Yeah, well, you know. I fucking want this man.
Ours, Lord Eldrath. The eyes of Nidhogg.
Aye. The worm lies broken and my father is avenged. With the wellspring of his vitality thus denied him, Nidhogg shall not linger long in this world.
Did Automod not get you?
But behold the terrible price we have paid. My sire is dead. So many brother knights slain.
So wait, Nidhogg already had his eyes taken?
We traded our honor for the strength which now courses in our veins. And still we are forced to make such sacrifice.
Oh wait, didn't they, like, revive Nidhogg? Or am I misremembering?
Not in vain, my lord. Hraesvelgr is the only great worm left in Dravania, and he dares not leave his lair. With Nidhogg's eyes in your possession, who now can challenge the might of Ishgard, ascend the throne, and take your rightful place as the ruler of our people?
Nay, my friend. I must forsake the mantle of king. Though Nidhogg be defeated, his wormling horde yet darkens the skies with wings beyond counting. As one who partook of Ratatoska's strength, it shall be my penance to bear a knight's arms until death grants me leave to retire. When that day comes, no prince shall perish, but a hell's-bound hunter of dragons.
But Lord Haldreth, what then shall become of the royal line?
Think of your people, my lord. Without a king, who will the common man turn to in his hour of need? How will he find his way without your benevolent hand to guide him?
I thank you, Sir Flavian and Sir Silvertrill, for dispelling my remaining doubts. With men of such wisdom and compassion in service to the realm, it is plain that Ishgard has no need of a king. But if you must bow to the demands of tradition, you need look no further than yourselves for one worthy to wear the crown.
Yeah, looking at all of them, they really seem to have, like, really kept their looks. Especially the Ortom dude. He really looks... Names are drawing a blank, but you know what I mean?
Fare thee well, my brother knights, my loyal friends. On these shoulders shall I bear the weight of my father's sins. With this lance, shall I repay the debt accrued through our misdeeds.
What cruel jest has fate played upon us? Have we seized this desperate victory only to lose a king?
We can but act as our lord has bid. We few who remain must divide between us the rulership of Ishgard and her people.
Not I. My oath was to Lord Haldrath, and he alone. If he is not to be king, then I would hang up my shield as well.
Will you abandon us too, sir?
I would wash my hands of blood and betrayal and take up an honest trade. Mayhap I shall serve ale instead of sharpened steel.
We four, then.
Fortong, Hylanat, Dirender, and Zemai. But 4 houses to rule all of Ishgard.
And what of the throne?
We keep it empty. Until the day a king rises once more, we must assume the role of stewards. We shall shape our nation anew with a history of our own making, and let the truth of this dark day die here, upon the battlefield.
And I'm assuming the other dragoon was Estinian's ancestor.
What ails you, friend? Are you wounded?
No, I just had a flashback is all. It happens.
Witness to history.
It happens every once in a
Culmination
while.
of the first battle with Nidhogg. The legend of Ishgard's founding tells that our ancestors were led to the land of Kurthus by the valiant King Thordan. In the midst of their journey, they came to a wide chasm, where they were set upon by a great worm, Nidhogg. A furious battle then ensued, with Thordan leading the van. Though the brave king was slain defending his people, his son, Haldrath, the first Azure Dragoon, fought on undaunted.
Yeah, Haldrath.
And with a mighty thrust of his lance, he gouged out Nidhogg's eye, forcing the wicked creature into retreat. Thus, did this eldritch orb become a sacred treasure of Ishgard, lending its power to every knight deemed worthy to bear the title of Azure Dragoon. A rousing tale, is it not? Would that I could still believe it. But your vision, which we must accept as immutable truth, leaves no room for doubt, save on one point.
I'm sorry.
If Haldrath took both of Nidhogg's eyes, then how came this eye to be lodged in the worm's skull?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Beneath every answer we unearth, another question lies buried.
Yeah, maybe it's just I suck at Dark Knight. Because I was looking at it. Whoa, wait, hold on. What the fuck happened to your armor? Yeah, I was looking up a job guide for Dark Knight, and it's like I only get an AoE attack and grit.
'Twas a fierce battle, but one I knew we would win.
So
Your fame is well deserved, warrior of light. Full proud am I to have fought at your side.
building up aggro sounds it's a fucking nightmare. It's Dark Knight.
I would fain return with all swiftness to Ishgard to inform the Lord Commander of our triumph.
And apparently I don't even get a multi-target combo until fucking 70? Like, Jesus Christ. Dark Knight sucks.
We must first have words with Hraesvelgr. There are parts of this tale that the worm has kept from us, and I would know wherefore.
Man. The Needhug is fallen, my heart is yet heavy. And this stain of corruption pleases me not. When all has been put to rest, I must needs forge my armor anew. So... Oh, no. What I meant. It's a mana cutter mount. Can I what, man. I can't fly with it. With Needhog fallen, none save Hraesvelgr remains to answer our questions. Let us trouble the worm again. And if I's heart yet lingers at zenith, all the better. I would have her hear the truth from the dragon's maw. So how do I actually fly with this? Because I'm only fucking hopping. Maybe it lied when it said airborne. Why am I running? It just fucking... Yeah, but ether currents are bullshit. If a mount says it can fly, if a mount says airborne, then I should naturally be able to fly with it. Terrestrial, like, this is a terrestrial mount. Okay, so it makes sense that I can't fly with it. Movement, airborne. Put their heads together to create this flight-ready miniature airship. So one would assume floating doesn't count. That doesn't fucking count. That doesn't count. If a mount says it is airborne, then it should fly without the need for ether currents. This is a hill I'm gonna die on. And again, even story-wise, the mana cutter was specifically designed to fly. So there's no reason why I should just be locked to hovering a foot above the ground. There's no reason I should be able to fly with it, because it was specifically made to fly. It's fucking bullshit.
You mean the moment I prized your eye from his head?
Oh, okay, I see. So Hresvelger gave Needhog one of his eyes. Sick ass shot though.
Ask
Oh, okay, so I could have sworn Needhog, like, actually died, but... Well, I mean, before we killed him, but, like... I thought he died a first time, and this was the second time that he... But no, he...
It was yours. Your strength that sustained Nidhogg all these years.
Would that Haldreth had dealt the worm a killing blow.
And so you acquiesced. You surrendered your eye to Nidhogg, knowing full well the suffering he would inflict.
This once an in Ela. Escuros miseg Lizesk and Gaan. I'm fire. Koloman. Tolos Inescula. Kas ehi shiso. Sekron inaan. Srei snowfall in Sith Ian.
Though we lifted not a single claw, 'twould seem that Hresvelger weakened his own manner of vengeance against us. Oh, not weakened, wreaked.
'Twas my life's goal to slay Nidhogg. but I find there is little joy to be had in its accomplishment.
But you have rid the world of a hate-filled creature, and ended a bloody war in so doing.
I lost my family to Nidhogg's flames, and 'twas with fury in my heart that I took up the lance. Every blow I struck in the name of vengeance. We were not so different, he and I.
I will not judge you for your deeds. I have not the right. Too many innocents have perished in the name of my greater good.
Yet even with all that has passed, the tale is incomplete. We are short a great worm's eye. Of the pair which Haldreth took from Nidhogg, only one is known to us, the one I bear. What then became of the other? Why did Nidhogg, who had taken such pains to prolong the Dragonsong War, suddenly decide to hurl his entire army against the walls of Ishgard? Lord Commander. Aye.
Background fucking loading in.
What? In the city? A battle with whom? At once, Lord Commander. Hold firm till our return. Fighting has broken out in the city. Lord Emmerich was sparse with the particulars, but it seems some commoners threw open the gates to a force of heretics.
I gave no order to attack.
Are we to mark the end of the Dragonsong War by spilling the blood of our own? Mayhap Hraesvelgr was right about us. Let us away, warrior of light. The people must be saved from themselves.
Wait! I would join you! There has been enough violence. I will appeal to my people in the city and make them see reason.
Yeah, like that word last time. But you know, you're welcome to try.
Come then, Lady Iceheart. Let us write the final chapter in this damnable war.
A small army of heretics has invaded the city, Your Eminence. But there is no cause for concern. A sizable contingent of our soldiers is already in place to repel the Dravanian assault. And the intruders will soon find themselves outnumbered and outmatched.
Our plans proceed apace, then?
Yes, Your Eminence. This unrest shall serve to feed the people's fear of the heretics and the dragons both.
And lend renewed fervor to their prayers for deliverance. Very good. Grant our guests what time they need to sow a measure of chaos, then order the Temple Knights to crush them.
Your will be done.
The moment is at hand. Excellent. All shall soon be in alignment. It is time for the Bringer of Light to die.
Comrades, sheathe your swords! There is no need for further bloodshed!
My lady!
She is come! Hear me, brothers and sisters! The war is ended! Nidhogg is no more! Aye, it is so! This adventurer and the Azure Dragoon laid the Great Worm low! The endless cycle of violence between man and dragon was born of our forefathers' treachery. You have followed me, bled with me, to bring this truth to light that we might all know peace. But Nidhogg is dead. Nidhogg is dead, my friends! He who bore such hatred towards Ishgard is dead! Let his hatred die with him, I say! Let us sheathe our swords and go in peace!
Have we lost?
No, my friend! Far from it! At long last, the peace for which we have so desperately fought is within our grasp. And I, for one, would not forsake it! Peace?
The way the guy flicked his sword is like, aw, man. I wanted to fucking...
Seize the witch! Let none escape!
I wanted to fucking fight.
Providing aid and succor to the wounded should be our first concern. If the heretics mean to observe the peace, then it would be folly not to do the same.
I was rather too close for comfort, but 'twould seem that calm is returning to the streets. My mind, however, yet clamors with 1,000 questions. You return to Ishgard in the oddest of company, my friend. I'll be back in just a second. Okie dokie. What was my hand doing? Not following my heal hand. Which was adjusting my bra strap. I confess, I was more than a little dismayed to see you in the company of Lady Iceheart. Whatever is going on, Yuna? Beg pardon. You traveled to the Churning Mist together, along with Estinian. Never was there a more unlikely alliance, nor one so magnificently effective. Needhog dead, the heretics pacified. Father and Sir Emmerich must know of this. Let us break the news to them together. I will bring Sir Emmerich to Fortune Manor. Yes, an excellent suggestion. Very well, Yuna and I shall await you there. I need a... I suppose I could. 371 gil, yeah. Might as well. I was about to say, where's Curly? Where's little Curly? Love this little dude. I don't think I could ever bring myself to get another minion. Because there's not a thought. I dare say there's not even a brain inside there, behind those eyes. No, my hot bar was just blocking the way.
Praise Halone, you are safe.
My safety was never in doubt, Father, for I had the Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light by my side. We bring the most wonderful tidings.
The infamous Lady Iceheart, here in Ishgard? This is most unexpected.
She has done much to quell the violence. The Inquisition may not approve, but we are glad of her presence.
And with the Great Worm's demise, even our nation's more reactionary elements will have scant grounds to press for her immediate impeachment.
My thoughts exactly.
What of the truth revealed to us by Hraesvelga? That the origins of the Dragonsong War, a core tenet of Ishgardian faith, are quite unlike those depicted in the scriptures.
That men and dragons once lived together in harmony, and that it was man's treachery which shattered the peace and plunged our peoples into war.
The same scripture also describes the origins of the High Houses. Were it exposed as false, the legitimacy of our rule will be called into question. If both Highborn and Lowborn can trace their ancestry to Thordan and his Knights 12.
But a single sip of dragon's blood is required to confirm their lineage.
If the Holy See knew of this and chose to remain silent, their crimes are grievous indeed. Regardless, this state of affairs cannot be allowed to continue.
So are we going to overthrow the
Sir
church?
Emmerich, you cannot mean to raise this matter with the Archbishop.
Are we going to fight the church? Are we going to fight the church?
Pray consider what you are proposing. If the Holy See chose to conceal the truth for centuries, what reason would they have to reveal it now?
At best, you will be branded a heretic and clapped in irons.
Then at least the Archbishop will have shown his true colors. My friends, this war will never truly be at an end until the truth is made known.
Hey,
you must see what lies on the horizon if it is not. When ruled by fear of a common enemy, we were united. But now we have none. During the war, the Highborn needed men to lead, and the Lowborn men to follow. Not anymore. 'Tis but a matter of time before the old order is called into question. Lady Iceheart will share the truth with her followers, and the Holy See will be powerless to stop its spread. The disenfranchised will rise up united, and blood will flow in the streets once more.
Sorry, I was looking for my glasses.
A divided Ishgard will not survive.
Tread carefully, Lord Commander.
My lady, is it wise to let him go? I sympathize with the Lord Commander's desire for reform, but to approach the Archbishop in this manner bespeaks an idealism to which I did not think Sir Emmerich prone.
Though he comports himself as a realist, he has long dreamt of reform. 'Twas that idealism which first drew me to him, that which made me swear an oath to serve. We must not think of ways to hinder his cause, but rather ways to aid it, even should the Holy See cry heresy.
You cannot mean...
If the Lord Commander does not return from the vault at the appointed hour, I mean to go and fetch him.
Have care, my lady. Your words border on treason. Should they reach the wrong ears, you will be declared an enemy of Ishgard.
That is a risk I am willing to take. Lest you forget, my lord, I am not born of this land. My loyalty is to the Lord Commander alone, but I speak only of what may come to pass. If the rumors regarding his heritage are to be believed, we have naught to fear.
the
Lies and slander.
The lights suddenly popping in.
Forgive me, what rumors are these?
That Sir Emmerich is the Archbishop's bastard son.
Oh. Fascinating. A lot of bastard children going around.
Senior clergy are not permitted to marry and sire children. But even the holiest among us are not immune to temptation.
I labor to believe it. Sir Emeric is truly the Archbishop's son.
He has never been publicly acknowledged as such, but the rumors have plagued him since childhood. That he rose to his current position, despite being despised as a bastard and accused of profiting from his father's influence, bespeaks the quality of his character. It is my hope that on this occasion, the burden of his birth will work in his favor. Should our worst fears be realized, the Archbishop will not be so quick to execute his own flesh and blood, affording us time to mount a rescue.
Bastard or trueborn, he is our nation's best hope. If the Holy See dares to threaten him, I shall lead the charge against the Vault myself.
Hear, hear! The future of Ishgard rests on Sir Emeric's shoulders. I too will do mine utmost to aid his cause.
Orshafon, be reasonable.
A knight lives to serve, Father. To aid those in need. The people need Sir Emeric more than ever, and we may be his only hope. There is no greater calling for a knight than to save the life of his fellow man. I swear to you, on the sigil of our house, that I shall do this and make you proud.
Even you? Romantic, reckless fools, the lot of you. So be it. Make your preparations.
I thank you all for your support.
Though your assistance is most welcome, I fear it will not be enough. Few as we are, we will struggle to reach the Lord Commander. If we are to succeed, we must needs recruit others to aid our cause. I noticed during the cutscene that she has like little streaks of blonde in all that white. Very cool. Lucia's pretty fucking hot, not gonna lie. But how are we to carry out this bold endeavor? Even with an army of knights at our backs, a direct assault on the vault seems unlikely to succeed. You were correct, Master Alvinev. Not even the assembled might of House Fortome and the Temple Knights would be sufficient. With the support of another party, however, we may yet stand a chance. You speak of one of the other high houses. Precisely the opposite. I speak of the revolutionaries rumored to reside in the room. 'Twas these disgruntled Ishgardians who opened the gates of our city to the heretics, I believe. But of course, their hatred of the Holy See drove them to such deeds. They might well be persuaded to assist in Sir Emeric's rescue, knowing the truth he would lay bare. Such is my hope, Master Alfnet, and I would have you and Yuna reach out to them. As a Temple Knight and sworn servant of the Holy See, any overtures I make are doomed to fail. But as outsiders, the two of you may receive a warmer welcome. Very well. We shall seek out the leader of these revolutionaries and make our case. My thanks. Justinian, will your brothers heed your command if you order them to stand aside? The Dragoons have no love for politics, milady. They will gladly watch and wait while the Highborn fight amongst themselves. How very wise. Yuna, we should hurry to the Forgotten Knight. Hazaru may have knowledge of the revolutionaries. Oh, well, that works, I guess. At some point, I need to, do samurai shit. I think I might do... If I'm up for it, I might just do leveling... I might do a leveling stream every other day? I don't know. We'll see. Because I want to stream more. I feel like 3 streams a week isn't really helping me out. I don't know. Gabrielon and the I keep wanting to do the double L's as a Y sound, but most of them are just L's. So Gabrielon and the others barricaded the doors until the heretics left. No one was harmed. You're not serious. What was Sir Emmerich thinking? I mean, the way you two talk about him, I wouldn't have believed. Anyway, I heard rumors of the people you're looking for, but I doubt they'll be much use. The only thing I can say with any certainty is that they're led by someone called the Mongrel. A queer moniker, if ever I have heard one. But mayhap it will make the individual in question easier to find. Come, let us all make inquiries below. Eh? What's that? Speak up, I can't hear as well as I used to. Okay. I don't know a goddamn thing about the Mongrel, but if I did, you can be sure I wouldn't tell you. As I'm being pelted with snowballs. Penguin Prince. Mongrel? Not sure I catch your meaning. To a blue blood, we're all of us dogs down here. A single shred of information. Just as I expected. These revolutionaries would not have evaded capture for so long without the masses' complicity. Still, it is good to know that Tataru's ears are as sharp as ever. Frustrating though it may be, we must press on. While I continue speaking with the people of the Broom, why not go and see if Gibberlont knows aught of value? As the proprietor of the Forgotten Knight, surely he must have heard whispers of the Mongrel before. No. You know, a little long for a sympathetic ear, but they need to know that it comes with tight lips. Discretion, That's what my customers expect. If they don't get it, then I don't get them. That being said, I'm not without my sympathies. I've heard the tales, and I know you've done right by highborn and lowborn alike. Least I can do is point you in the right direction, but to do that, I'll need you to do something for me. So happens there's a hunter up in the Crozier who owes me a fair bit of coin. However, I've agreed to accept payment in fresh herbs. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough, I guess. So you're Gabriel's errand girl. Good, good. How's he doing? Same as always? Right. Any road, I hope he appreciates how much trouble I had to go through on account of his bloody herbs. Tell him to enjoy them while they last, because I doubt I'll be able to find any more next year. What? Oh, man, I need to join that clan. I need to fucking join that clan. Well. Oh, wait, hold on. Well, you gonna hand them over or not? This ought to do it. With a few other spices, I can make it just like she used to. What, you're gonna make, the 13 herbs and spices? Ishgardian fried chicken? There are a few things which stir the hearts of men like a sip of mulled wine. Share a glass with the right people, and who knows what stories they'll share. Now that I think on it, there's a woman I know who's rather fond of this blend. Hieritha is her name, and she resides in the Pillars. She's a maidservant to some noble house or another, I forget. Anyway, be a shame if she didn't get to try this wine. Why not give her a bottle? Brother. I got you the herbs. Yes, I'm Hieritha. Beg your pardon, but do I know you, miss? Yep, take your fucking wine. Oh, the poor dear. Such a shame that she was taken in by that baron. Got a dashing figure, I'll grant you that. Tall, slender, long of ear. But those dazzling ruby eyes of his were filled with lust. It was not more than infatuation, what she felt. She convinced herself it was love, and he couldn't help but take advantage. But when her belly started to grow, gods, the scandal. I mean, 'tis not an uncommon occurrence, but that it was with a Hior made it so much. Well, I wouldn't need tell you. She was discharged from his service, cast out onto the streets like so much refuse. After she returned to the room, we drifted apart. I only learned of her death years later by chance. Huh? Those fucking... I feel like, you know, a grocery store worker whose, you know, whose customer comes up and, you know, you're ringing them up and then they start ranting about, like, their fucking, like, divorce or some shit, and it's like, brother, just take your shit and go. Like what? What did that have to do with any of this? So the amorous nobleman beds his maidservant, then casts her aside when the seed takes root. Not the most original tale, is it? Cold comfort for the women and children who live it, though. Yeah. Yeah. Just another fucking... Even the penitent can appreciate wine from time to time. Take Carol Dew, for example. Surely you've heard of him. No? I'm sorry, I got distracted by a fucking essay dropped in the in the Novice Network chat. Oh my god. Something about someone yapping about Paladin and armory chest and shit. He's a monk who offers succor to the poorest of the poor in the broom. A man of many vows. I about said a many of man vows. But none which prohibit spirituous beverages. If ever there was a man who deserved a drink, it'd be him. Fuck, I might need a drink after this bullshit. Hello, nice blessings be upon you, miss. A gift? For me. The scent. How reminiscent of a wine once made by a dear old friend. May her soul rest in peace. Forsaken by her family, she toiled tirelessly to feed and clothe her child. But somehow she found time to help me to tend to those in even worse circumstances. So compassionate she was, so full of love for her fellow man. 'Twas that love which gave her child strength to endure the scorn of the other younglings. Ah, that little girl, bless her heart. She couldn't help what she was. Eventually she won them over. Those first few years were trying, even more so when she had to start fending for herself. I remember days she spent standing on the walls, raven black hair flowing in the wind, staring out, as if searching for her mother's face in the mist. Okay, this, getting a little, uncomfortably real, shall we say. She was a remarkable woman, Yuna. After everything she was forced to endure, she still remained hopeful for the future, for her daughter's future. Uncomfortably real for both mine and my Warrior of Light's lores. Some bonds are thicker than blood, but blood still defines us, and divides us in the end. It's the legacy of her parents, Yuna, and we can't escape it, no matter how hard we try. Ooh. So the mongrel and her pups chose to embrace theirs, to proclaim it all, to proclaim it to all and sundry. If you can understand that, then maybe you can find her on your own. I have a few choice words for you, sir, but I will hold my tongue. As I fear some of the choice words I have are not great. It's right here, wasn't she? Yeah. Still looking for your mongrel. Like I said before, take your pick. Plenty around if you know where to look. Or did you fancy someone specific? Oh, someone's got unusual tastes. Afraid I can't help you, though. Won't, rather. It's bloody obvious you ain't of the broom. Did you think I'd just tell you because you asked nicely? I think that choice was more so an attention check. Oh. Have you made any progress, Yuna? So our mongrel was born of an Elizan nobleman and a Hieran maidservant. Granted, it is no location, but it is far more information than we had before. Yes, now that her striking features are known to us, mayhap we need only remain vigilant. There must be a way we can draw the mongrel out into the open. Mayhap we should discuss this with Tataru. Speaking of which, where is Tataru? Oh, confound it. She went below to make inquiries on her own, didn't she? We must find her quickly, Yuna. I have a premonition this is not going to end well. He must be around here somewhere. I take it you've had no luck either. I'm sorry, forget I said anything. Wait, down there. Isn't that Tataru? Those men are chasing her. Quickly, after them.
Where do you think you're going, Missy?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend.
What's going on here?
What's it to you, boy? Piss off.
Hold on. I've seen them around. They're in and out of House 4 Tom's Manor all the time.
Oh, I see. Skulking about at your highborn master's bidding, eh? Bloodhounds hoping to catch a whiff of heresy, is that it?
You are quite mistaken, I assure you. We came here to help. And if you know what's good for you, you will let us pass.
Haha! Listen to the pups yapping. Come here, boy. I'll give you cause to yelp.
Enough! Leave threatening women and children to our betters. We don't have the knack.
Hilda!
Is she also a gunbreaker?
Lay a finger on the Blue Blood's pups, and you're like to lose the hand.
Or is she machinist? Probably machinist, because gunbreaker wasn't introduced at this point.
And often I get called on by glorious heroes like yourself. So tell me, what have I done to deserve you?
Hilda, you're beloved. Okay. I mean, her voice is really cool, and her design too. So, I'm taking your word for it. Before you start, let's go somewhere a bit more private, eh? Forgotten Nights, say.
So, while you're on your way to kill Nidhogg, you stumbled on some dirty secrets that the Holy See has been hiding for centuries.
Yeah, basically.
Hey? What are they on about?
The High Houses. And what makes a nobleman so bleeding noble? They trace their blood back to King Thordan and his Knights 12, the founders of Ishgard. But our friends here reckon we're all descended from the heroes of Eld. Highborn and lowborn alike. And so Sir Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, has gone to ask the Archbishop if he wouldn't mind letting everyone know.
Is he simple? The old bastard will have him executed for heresy.
Well, seems to me that's what the good sir wants. Seems he thinks a noble sacrifice will serve to prove his claims.
We cannot stand idly by and allow Sir Emmerich to do this. Ishgard has need of him.
Look, you've a good heart, I can see that. Willing to risk your neck for someone else even when his troubles ain't yours. But what's this got to do with me?
If Sir Emmerich is imprisoned in the vault, we will need all the help we can muster to breach their defenses and rescue him.
What in the hell's...
Ah, the unmistakable scent of heresy. And what do we have here? The honored guests of House Fortom consorting with the Queen of Rats. Ooh, plotting insurrection, I shouldn't wonder. That won't do. Sickness is wont to fester and spread. It must be burnt out ere the infection takes hold.
I reckon Sir'd be happy to wield the irons himself. Well, so happens, I've got irons of my own.
Quite a big iron.
Such simple creatures, rats. Certain to attack when cornered. Let us step outside, milady. In here, your toys could hurt someone.
So what fucking weapon is on his back? Is that like a fucking staff or some shit? Like, or a spear? No, it's his staff. Oh wait, hold on. Let me... Come on. Over here. Yippee.
There's no denying your gifts. A well-deserved reputation indeed.
Enough! Lucky bastard.
Nay, 'tis we who are lucky. Had we fought on, 'twas but a matter of time before our conflict claimed the life of an innocent bystander.
I thought the Heavens Ward might come here as well.
They came to the Temple Knights' headquarters.
Aye. Sir Grinno announced that the Lord Commander had been imprisoned under suspicion of heresy, and that the Heavens Ward had been granted full authority in his stead.
Then the Heavens Ward now commands the Temple Knights.
Those still loyal to Sir Emmerich answer to me. Alas, that amounts to but half our number. The other half, who opposed his promotion to Lord Commander, have gathered at the vault as ordered.
Bolstering the guard already, eh? If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were expected.
I take it you're in charge around here?
Hilda. And yes, the young master was just persuading me to join his lost cause. Convincing little beggar, isn't he?
Yeah, no, I'm starting to see.
Your passion moved me. A bit. That, and the fact that we're sick of living off the leavings of our betters.
I'm seeing the vision. I quite like her.
If you've a mind to change things around here, then we've a mind to join you.
Oh. Let me guess. You're wondering why I chose the mongrel, right? Because it's what I am. And I'm not ashamed of it. Not anymore. Besides, even my pure-blood pups have more in common with me than the lords and ladies up on high. They none of them are well-bred. Hell, some of their mothers were cast out after a spot of fun. Same as mine. Story old as time, and one we're sick of hearing, which is why we took up arms. Not that we mean to hold all the bloods to account. Some have done right by us, I'll allow. Like them in House Hylanard. But enough talk. Your friend's still rotting in the cell. Let's not keep him waiting. I'm not sure I want to keep going for today. I think I would like to call it quits. Before I do that, though, do I have... Yeah, okay. I don't quite know why I was rocking double super bull-eyed. I don't know if that's how you say that ability, but yeah. Okay, but yeah, that's it for me.